bring to you the latest, trusted and reliable informations. On today's video I'm going to be talking about Donald Trump, who was asked to return all the money he scammed from his supporters in the name of donations. But before I continue, if you are new to my channel, I encourage you to click the subscription button and turn on the notification bell so that you will always be notified whenever I upload a new video. Last summer, Joe Biden was outraising Donald Trump at a noticeably suitable clip. The Trump marketing campaign was in turmoil. The former president demoted his marketing campaign head Brad Parscale after a disastrous rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And trailing Biden, the Trump marketing campaign figured the best way to increase greater cash was to fool their supporters. The fundraising page introduced boxes to trick followers into donating greater cash than they supposed to. And now, a fair quantity of that cash is being returned. The New York Times' Shane Goldmacher writes, new Federal Election Commission documents from Winard, the Republican donation processing site, exhibit the full scale of the monetary impact. All told, more than $135 million was refunded to donors by Mr. Trump, the Republican National Committee and their shared debts in the 2020 cycle through June 2021, which includes roughly $60 million after Election Day. The report continues, of the refunds issued this year, $8.1 million got here from Mr. Trump's shared account with the RNC, the information show. An extra $2.2 million got here from his re-election committee, and $2.5 million was issued by means of the party itself. The party stopped working in tandem with Mr. Trump earlier this year, however nonetheless owed refunds from 2020. Most of its back donations got here in January and February. Peter Loge, from the Project on Ethics in Political Communication, said, it's notably clear that the Trump marketing campaign was enticing and misleading tactics. If you have to return that plenty cash, you are doing something both very incorrect and very unethical. According to a record from the New York Times, former President Donald Trump has, so a ways this year refunded $12.8 million in marketing campaign donations that had been accrued from supporters without their knowledge as he ran for re-election. As was earlier reported, the Trump marketing campaign was going through a money crunch in 2020 earlier than the election and made adjustments to its donation page that opted online donors into making computerized weekly ordinary contributions by way of pre-checking a container on its digital donation forms. As the Times reported, contributors would have to uncheck the field to keep away from making the ordinary payment. According to the Times' Shane Goldmacher, the refunds have been some of the largest outlays that Mr. Trump made in 2021 as he has built up his $102 million political battle chest and amounted to roughly 20% of the $56 million hit and his committees raised online so far this year. The record goes on to observe that reviews from Republican donation processing website Winard show more than $135 million was refunded to donors by Mr. Trump, the Republican National Committee and their shared bills in the 2020 cycle via June 2021, inclusive of roughly $60 million after Election Day. According to Peter Loge, the director of the Project on Ethics in Political Communication, it's distinctly clear that the Trump marketing campaign was attractive in misleading tactics. If you have to return that a great deal cash, you are doing something both very incorrect or very unethical.